Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to my live stream. And so my name is Dan, and I'm a beginner woodturner. And one of the reasons why I wanted to jump on today is because I've got a couple of upgrades for my lathe. And today, basically, we've got a nice piece of oak. And say I'm only going to be posting one live today because I have a delivery of wood on the way this afternoon. But today, like I said, we've got this nice piece of oak. We're going to try and turn this into a nice looking decorative piece. So we'll see how we get on with it today. I am going to say thank you so much to everybody who's joined my live streams over the last 3.5 weeks. In 3.5 weeks, we've nearly reached 1,700 subscribers, which I can't thank you enough. It does go a very long way. I'm going to say, and we've already got somebody in the room. Dalton. It's going to say, Joe Dalton, welcome to the live, buddy. It's going to say, my name's Dan. Like I said, I'm a beginner woodturner, and I'm not sure if you've been in my lives before, but yeah, today basically we're going to turn this nice piece of oak into something practical, something decorative, and hopefully we can we'll get this on the lathe. But before we begin, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the piece. I am going to measure the piece because it gives me an idea. So we're just over 9 inches in length, okay? And we are going to measure the diameter of the log, which is, where are we, 5.5. So 9 by 5.5 inches, okay? And like I said at the beginning of the video, I am not an expert, okay? I am just a beginner. And over the last 3.5 weeks, I've been demonstrating how I do a lot of my wood turning. And if you want to support the channel, I was going to say, by all means, the likes, the comments, the subscribers, etc. It goes a very long way. It does help me out massively. But before we even mount this to the lathe, basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this disc, okay? It's called a center finder, okay? And as you can see, it's got a lot of holes in it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that on top of the log, and I'm going to basically make a mark in the log, and we're going to find the dead center of the log. And it's very important that we do this, because if we don't, we have problems a bit later on when we're working with the timber. So it's going to make a mark in the center here. It's going to say, but yeah, I've only been on YouTube for about 3 weeks, and yeah, I've done incredibly well so far. There's a couple of little cracks in this piece here, which I'm going to be mindful of when wood turning, because we don't want any accidents. I'm going to say this is not a tutorial. I am not an expert. I am just a beginner, and I jumped on YouTube just to demonstrate kind of how I do a lot of my wood turning. I've had one single lesson from a professional wood turner. The rest I've taught myself. So I'm going to take this 3 likes, 64 people in the room. Welcome everybody to my live. I'm going to turn this into a nice decorative piece, okay? And like I said at the beginning, I've got a couple of upgrades for my lathe, which we're going to be discussing throughout the live today. If you want to support the channel, it is free. It's going to say, and like I said, 1,700 subscribers in 3.5 weeks. Absolutely gobsmacked. And thank you to every single one of you. It's very heartfelt, and it does go a very long way. So if you're interested in wood turning and you want to learn a little bit more, because I do discuss things I turn, the types of timber I turn, the speeds I turn at, etc., and go over the lathe in some kind of detail. I get asked a lot of questions, so if you've got any questions out there, I'd love to hear from everybody, really. What I'm doing, I'm just mounting it between 2 centers at the moment, so basically the log is going to go nowhere, because once this starts spinning, it's going to spin very quickly, okay? Very quickly. So but yeah, we turned a vase yesterday, but it's work in progress. So what I'm going to do, basically, now I've got an extra bit of kit. I've got my Jacob's chuck, my mate Jacob, with an extension bar on this now, okay? And a Forstner drill bit. So what that will enable me to do is go much deeper into the vase, okay? Into the vase. Now it's very wet, it's very windy here in Wales today. We have got a storm passing, so I'm hoping the power stays on throughout the live, because in other parts of Wales they've had power cuts, etc. And hopefully we can get through this live without any problems. So like I said, I've been wood turning for around about 18 months, and yeah, I've made an awful lot of mistakes, and I've also made an awful lot of things. So but yeah, I was going to say, I enjoy wood turning. I think it's a great skill to have. And but yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to get my PPE on, which is my safety helmet. I'm going to get some gouges out basically to remove all this bark, all of it. And yeah, we're going to start the lathe off at 95 revs just to see how the lathe behaves. When while we're wood turning. I was going to say we don't start the lathe off at half speed because we just don't know how the wood's going to behave. Okay, so let's get my helmet. Right, so we're going to just turn this on now, and at the moment it looks very, very wonky. It's because of the shape, okay? Because it's more pronounced on one end than the other. So, and we're going to be using selection tools. We can use this little stubby one, which is called a roughing gouge. And what this does, it removes all that bark. And it'll help me get this into some kind of proportion, really. And but yeah, I was going to say, it's, I'm not sure where you're all from. Hi, Vincent. Welcome to the live, buddy. I was going to say, it's, yeah, 1,700 subscribers in 3.5 weeks is incredible. It's incredible. But we're going to start gradually building up some speed now, okay? And we just gradually build up slowly because I just like to see how the wood's going to behave, how the lathe will behave. We've got some vibration there already. So we're going to go a bit faster. We're going to get back basically through that vibration. And we're going up to 400 revs, okay? That's 400 revs a minute, okay? And that is not even half speed, okay? Hi there, Hagar. Welcome to the live, buddy. You say my name's Dan. I'm a beginner wood turner. And yeah, and I'm just demonstrating how I learn, well, what I've learned over the last 18 months of wood turning. And I've made an awful lot of stuff, from bowls to platters, decorative items. And today we're going to turn this into a decorative piece. It's a nice piece of British oak. It's very, very dense, very, very hard. But yeah, I was going to say, I think at the moment it's just see how the wood behaves. I was going to say, and yeah, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. And but let's get wood turning. If you'd like to subscribe and support the channel, it is free. And show us the craftsmanship. You ready? Is everybody ready? Right, let's go. Make sure the banjo's locked. Make sure that tool rest is locked. We don't want nothing slipping. Not at that speed, okay? Yes, it's bone dry. It's bone dry. And so it's been drying out for the last year, probably about a year. Now, just going to see how that gouge is taking this bark off. And at the moment, we're actually getting there. It's starting to remove it quite nicely. So, I was going to say, with any type of machinery, buddy, you've always got to keep your safety in mind. I was going to say, because this can and will hurt you if you're not careful, okay? There's a lot to consider when wood turning. I was going to say, not just about turning wood, okay? You've got to think about your breathing and stuff like that. There's a lot of dust, etc. involved. A lot of sawdust is created, etc. So yeah, I've got extraction system. I've got an air cleaner and stuff like that, basically to minimise the amount of dust and sawdust in the room. So, but if you're new to the channel, I was going to say, don't forget to subscribe. It really does help the channel out massively. And say it's just a click to you guys, but it means an awful lot to me. Okay. I'm going to say I am going to turn this relatively round. That's one way to put it. I was going to say, and hi there, say. I was going to say, JP Woodwork, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. I was going to say, it's yeah, JP's been in a lot of my lives, but today, JP, do you know what we've got on the I've got the extension bar to the Forstmann drill bit, Jacob's chuck. We're going to get in there, okay? We're going to make this vase much deeper, okay? Much deeper. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. I was going to say we've got a massive storm passing at the moment, which is Storm Amy, and it's blowing a gale. It's absolutely pouring it down. And yeah, I've already been out this morning walking the dog, and yeah, and I've got a log delivery on the way this afternoon. So yeah, how are you doing, mate? You okay? I'm going to make a decorative piece, something like a vase. and we'll see what the grain's looking like as we get into it. We're going to remove the bark, we're going to create our shape, our form, and then we'll see about see how we get on with it really. But good morning to you as well, Archie. Welcome back to the live, buddy. Like I said, 1,700 subscribers in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks is incredible. Thank you to every single one of you. Every single one of you. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a packet full of grub screws, buddy. Yes, even Kent, I was going to say, it's really windy here too, really windy. But you know what I've also got, which has just arrived today, bear with me, particularly heavy, I've got the extension bed to go on, so I can knock that tailstock out of the way, okay? So that's going on this afternoon. So usually when I'm doing bowls, etc., and I want to get the full swing of the gouge, the tailstock gets in the way, which is the piece you can see here. So putting that on, I can get it out of the way, okay? I can get it out of the way, and then we can think about, yeah, getting a full swing with the gouge. Hi, buddy. You know, how are you, man? You were in my live the other day, weren't you? You can say welcome back, buddy. You can say 25 likes already. Thank you so much for everybody. Every single one of you is liking the live, sharing it, commenting, subscribing. You can say I go live quite a lot. I don't hide behind a video edit, okay? You can say, because I could quite easily pre-record this. And but now we're doing it live. If you see me make a mistake, you'll see me make it live and how I overcome that mistake and what I learned from it, okay? Yeah, the Common Herald makes a great lathe, great lathe. Running 400 revs, okay? We're going to speed up. 460, okay? 460. Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to call you Rana, okay? I'm going to call you Rana. Hi, Sean. Welcome to the live, buddy. Welcome to the live. Hi Louis, welcome to the live, buddy. Welcome to the live. 208 people in the room, 32 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you to every single one of you. Every single one of you. Oh, I didn't know there was one on, mate. I'll have to double check that that woodworking show. Oh, definitely. I'll definitely check that out. Thank you for mentioning it. Thank you for mentioning it, buddy. I'll definitely check that out, buddy. I'll definitely check it out. Well, as you can see, wow, we've got some cool grain patterns going on here, okay? Different colour variations, etc., going through the log. This will really stand out in a vase. So I'm going to bring that tool rest just a tad closer. I don't want any accidents for that slipping over, okay? But we've still got half the bark to remove, but we've removed most of it from the other side, okay? I was going to say, and anybody who's interested in woodturning, this is a brand new YouTube account. So yeah, I was going to say, I'm just finding my feet on YouTube. And the feedback I've received so far has been absolutely incredible, and yeah, I appreciate every single bit of support that comes my way. And but yeah, supporting the channel is free, commenting is free, subscribing is free, and you're going to see me make a lot of mistakes and see me make a lot of stuff. Okay, so but we talk about woodturning in general and some of the things that I produce on this lathe. Like I said, I've only had one lesson. Hey, Dad, I'm going to make it into a decorative piece. Maybe a vase, something like that. We'll get rid of the bark first. And we'll see what kind of how it's looking. Then we'll create our shape, what we call our form, and then basically we'll put a tenon on it, put the chuck on, grip it, and then we'll think about hollowing it out maybe. So we'll see how we go. See how we go. Stick around and you'll see the final product. All right, John. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the live, mate. I was going to say, but my name's Dan, if anybody doesn't know. And yeah, I come on live most days and just trying to showcase kind of stuff I turn and some of the stuff I've learned from woodturning over the last 18 months. So if that's any interest, don't forget to support the channel. You say it does mean a lot to me. It's very heartfelt when people support the channel. It is only 3.5 weeks old, so we're just finding our feet. But 1,700 subscribers in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to every single one of you, okay? Thank you very much, John. Really appreciate that, buddy. Really appreciate it. I was going to say, if you've got any questions, fire away. I'm going to try and help out as many people as I can on YouTube with woodturning stuff. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I am a beginner. We are going to speed up, okay? 547, okay? 547. Welcome to the live, Carlo. Welcome to the live, buddy. I was going to say thanks for sticking around. The faster that lathe spins, the cleaner those cuts I'll make, okay? Rami, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. I was going to say it's a decorative piece, buddy. Ah, right, okay. Okay. I'm using the roughing gouge at the moment just to remove all of that bark, okay? Just remove all that bark, and then we can start thinking about our shape, etc. So, but yeah, hope you're enjoying the live. You say I'm making a right mess here, but I don't mind. It's all part of the journey. Afternoon, board. Afternoon, board. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good day, mate. We've got a storm passing, so it's pretty rough out there. Pretty rough. Yeah, it's rough here too, very rough. We've got gale force winds out there at the moment, which is pretty incredible, pretty incredible. By the way, everybody, board is one of my, at the moment, it's at 547 revs a minute at the moment, but we're nearly round, okay? We're nearly round. And as I said, this is what we're looking for at the moment, a nice even diameter right across. SMC, what's that? I'm just going to tighten up that table stock. There we are. So if I have got the extension bed board, and I've just bought myself well, my other half bought me the extension piece to get inside deeper, a lot deeper. Likes. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting the live. And say the more people who like it, the more it gets shown out there from what I can gather. I was going to say, and yeah, I was going to say it does mean a lot to me when people support the channel. And so I've only been doing this for 18 months, and I've made an awful lot of mistakes live. And yeah, I was going to say it's how I overcome those mistakes and what I learned from it. And you'll see that basically as I do it, as I do it. Well, we're going to speed up, okay, because I want to try and make some of these cleaner cuts, okay. 615 revs, okay, 615. So, right, okay, let's go. Okay, let's see how we're looking. Let's see how we're looking. Quite cylinder shape at the moment. Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Just going to remove this bit here. It won't take long to do that now. We've nearly got rid of all the bark, okay? We've nearly got rid of it. So, let's have a look. Let's have a look. As you can see, I'm standing to the side, you see, because I don't want this thing going flying lessons, okay? Right, we've removed the bark, okay? You can see I've tapered it here just a little bit, because this is where the neck is going to come in, okay? And what I want to try and do is just thin that out and actually flute it back out from the top, okay? Around the top area, it's not so flat, so when we flip it round, we'll deal with that, okay? We'll deal with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap from the roughing gouge, okay? I'm going to go to one of my other tools, which is a bowl gouge. It's a bowl gouge. It's a 1/2 inch bowl gouge, okay? And this is great at removing quite a substantial amount of material. So, but this way we're going to try and make it into some kind of shape, really, some kind of form. So once we've got that, we'll put a tenon on the end, which will grip the vase, okay? And we may need the steady rest. For people who know that with me, I steady rest, it can be a pain to put on. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. 50 likes. Thank you so much to everybody who's liked the video so far. My target the other day, I actually hit 200 likes on one of my live streams, and I was absolutely stoked. Over the moon completely. Over the moon. Super. Welcome to the live, buddy. Welcome to the live. I'm a beginner woodturner. I don't know if you've come across my lives before, but yeah, I'm a beginner woodturner, and I make an awful lot of stuff on this lathe. So if you're interested in woodturning or just want to watch in general, so don't forget to support the channel. It does mean an awful lot to me. It is free, and yeah, it's going to say, yeah, I hope you enjoy what I'm making. It's going to say it's hi Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Okay, let's have a look at that shape. Okay, let's make it a bit more tapered. Right, we're getting some kind of shape there now, okay? Definitely making some kind of form. Okay, I'm going to speed up again. 655 revs a minute, okay? 655. What, the vases, I tend not to sell much of the work. I tend to give a lot of it away. I give it to charities, I give it to friends, I give it to family, I give it to neighbours, etc. I may start selling them in the future and see where I go from there, really. But yeah, at the moment it's just a hobby, and yeah, I just want to improve as a wood turner, and this is one of the reasons why I jumped on YouTube, was to demonstrate kind of how I do my wood turning. And like I said, it's not a tutorial. You say I just take my time when I'm wood turning. Like I said, it's still a piece of machinery, and like I said, I've only had one lesson. But nice one, JP. I was going to say you have a great day, mate. Enjoy your cartoons, and I shall see you very, very, very soon, mate. But thanks for dropping in. Since I do appreciate it. Right, what I want to try and do is narrow this neck down, okay? Friendly looking vase. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'll see how we get on with it. We'll get a piece of carbide out a second, okay? And make a nice tenor on the end, okay? Okay, where are we now? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So you can see how it tapers in now, okay? It's a very thin neck, okay? And yeah, and as it tapers out, but we'll see how we go with this. We'll see how we go with it. I'm learning all the time with every single piece I put on the lathe, every single piece I turn, every single piece teaches me something, you know, and I just want to improve as a wood turner. And when I jump on live, you'll see the things I make and how I improve from them, really. I'm not going to hide when it's things go wrong. I just want to try and learn from the mistake I've made and how I can improve from that, really. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. What I'd like to do, one second, take the tool rest away. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put on a mask. Just a mask, 1 second. Because I just want to sand it off a minute just to see what kind we're working with, okay? Right, piece of 80 grit, okay? So what I want to try and do is, hi Praise, welcome to my live. It's very true, John. It's very true, John. I was going to say, practice does make perfect. I was going to say, there's only one way when we learn. I'm trying to make a decorative piece, a bit like a vase. It might even turn into a lighthouse. I don't know yet. I'm a very engaging woodturner. Zimbabwe. Welcome to Wales, Zimbabwe. And so it's very, very interesting. We've got people from all over the world watching my woodturning. If you're new to my live, don't forget to support the channel, subscribe. It does mean an awful lot to me. It is free, and you can see how I improve as a woodturner. What was your question, Praise? Sorry, the chat keeps moving. You say I do apologise. What was your question, buddy? Oh, what am I making? A decorative piece. So it may turn into a vase. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, I'm going to make a decorative piece, a bit like a vase. See how it tapers down into the neck here and comes out into a bit of a flute. So it comes out. So what I'll do, once I've switched this round, I'll take a force and drill bit and a Jacob's chuck and I'll core the inside out. Ah, not core it, hollow it. Can you hear me okay with the mask on? I'm just wearing the mask so I don't breathe in the dust. I value my lungs. I value my lungs. Yeah, this is lazy. I don't just make decorative pieces, yeah. I make bowls, I make fruit bowls, I make consort bowls. 53 lights. You see this bit here, this is where I'm a little bit, I'm not sure here where the neck comes out. And so we'll have a look in a minute. When I first started out woodturning, a lot of people don't know this, but I do explain to people who are new to my lives. I was told to give up. I was told never to go on a lathe. I don't know what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And like with anything we learn, start somewhere. Bit like what I'm doing here, okay? That's 80. And here's a bit of 120 grit, okay? Piece of 120, make it a bit smoother, okay? So we're only at 655 revs, so it's nice and to manage this at the moment, okay? Definitely, John. Definitely. It's like riding a bike, mate. Just like riding a bike, you've got to start somewhere. And like with YouTube now, you know, it's, I think a lot of people underestimate where people begin, you know, it's, I mean, people saying don't run before you can walk, blah, 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 and I'm like, well, this is me walking, this is me getting used to wood turning, and I do make mistakes, you know, I do make mistakes, and it's how I improve from that, really. If anybody is new to my channel, don't forget to support the channel. It does mean an awful lot to me, okay? It does mean an awful lot. Motivates me to keep coming back. Oh, thank you, Tudor. Thank you, buddy. I've got over 200, nearly 230 people in the room. 56 likes. Thank you so much. There we are, back to 200, okay? Yeah, I was going to say, see that flares out here? And it narrows down in the middle and comes back out, see? Okay, that's the look I'm going, but we may do something to the outside in a minute. We'll see how we get on. $57 likes. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much. It's nice and smooth now at 120 there. 120, great. Let's have a quick look. Oh wow, okay, wow. Right, I've got a little tool mark here at the top as it flares back out. I want to try and remove that, okay? And once I actually finish it and I put the oil on, it's going to really stand out. It's really going to start really standing out. So here we are. The thing is, when I jump on YouTube and I do these lives, I don't pretend I'm perfect, okay? I don't pretend that I know everything. I say I do make mistakes. So, right, what do I need? Roughing out a minute. Let's take that tool mark out of there. There's my hammer. Make some very light cuts. Thank you so much, Archie. Really appreciate that, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like I said, it's just a click for you, man, but it means an awful lot to me. Okay, John, no worries, no worries. Better. Now, once somebody said to me not long ago, it looks easy. It's easy when you know how, but it's not easy when you're starting out. Definitely not. Definitely not. Right. Still trying to make it more fluid, if you know what I mean. This neck here looks a little bit wide, so I'm making a vase. I'm going to try and make a vase. Vase made of oak. So it lasts a very long time, just got to look after it.
Be very light with the chisel, okay? You'll be very, very light with it. It does remove an awful lot of material. Ah, I know what to do. I know what to do. I get the 3/8 out, the 3/8 bowl gouge, okay? Make some very precise cuts with it. Okay, turn the speed up. 800 revs, okay? 800 revs. 58 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everybody, alright? Thank you so much. How's that looking now? Still, yeah. Better, isn't it? Not so. There you go. Right, what I'm going to do now, I get a skew, okay? Skew. I'm going to square that off, that tenon, okay? So, nice and square now, okay? And when I grip it with the jaws in a minute, it's got to be the same diameter all the way around, otherwise it struggles to hold it, okay? Yeah, that's my bottom. Okay. Okay. Nice shape now, isn't it? More fluid, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So, you've got to remember, this top end isn't flat. So I'm going to flatten that off. And then when I flatten it off, it should be way more fluid. Way more fluid, okay? So, two of the people in the room, welcome to my live. I'm going to say, and you know what I'm going to have fun with in a minute? My steady rest. What that does, it supports it really. So once I've got it in the jaws at the top here, gripping the tenon, I don't want it bowing, okay? I want it to basically supported. So we'll get the steady rest in place in a second. And yeah, I was going to say, do I sound like Darth Vader with this mask on? Andrew, I'm making a vase, buddy. Yeah, going to say out of oak, British oak. It's very, very dense wood. Just trying to figure the form out, the shape. I'm going to say it's, we did one yesterday, it's still work in progress, but I want to do a lot more to this. I'm going to say a lot more. I want to be able to detail the outside a little bit, make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It looks like a big egg cup at the moment, okay? So, but we are going to be working on this today or tomorrow. But if you're new to my lives, etc., I come live most days, and I'm a beginner woodturner, and yeah, I just try to learn what I can. I've done one lesson, the rest of it I taught myself. So kind of there. It tapers out, you see, but I can see the end here. It's not completely flat, see? It's a wave. So what I'm going to do is bring that down, flatten that off, and hopefully it should bring back down, and then taper back out towards the bottom. So that's where we're at the moment, okay? I'm just going to leave that little nib on the bottom because that's going to annoy me, okay? That's going to annoy me. I want that completely flat. Completely flat. That, there's my saw. There's my saw. There, you're nearly off. Nearly off. There with me. There with me. One way to sort that out. That didn't take long. That didn't take long.
Right, let's get that off. Take that off a minute because what I'd like to do now, 65 likes, thank you so much. Yeah, it does, Andrew, you're very right there, mate. I've only been doing this for 18 months and it does take a lot of practice because certain woods, especially when wood turning, some of them have got different characteristics. Like willow's an awful wood to turn because they plant a lot of drive sensor. They plant a lot of willow trees next to rivers to prevent flooding, and what willow trees tend to do is they suck up lots and lots of moisture, and yeah, it's going to say it takes a long time for it to dry out. So and once it's dry, even when we put it on the lathe, it can turn into this like cotton wool kind of texture, and it's a nightmare for removing it. Okay, so but yeah, as we say, if people are new to my channel, I do a lot of wood turning. This channel is mainly focused around making stuff with wood. So if that's any kind of interest, don't forget to support the channel. It is free, and yeah, I was going to say I produce a lot of content, and it all is around wood turning. Let's just get it in there. So I'm using a chuck at the moment. As you can see, it's going to grip it from here. But what I want to do is support it. I want to support this vase so it doesn't bow. And I guarantee you that's going to look like there's problems with it. Because if it's not running through, it's wobbling. Okay, I guarantee that's going to look like it's wobbling because of this end here. I guarantee it. See, it's got that wobble. But once we take that off, we flatten that off, it won't wobble. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So I'm just going to move the banjo out of the way and drop that tool rest so it's not in my way. And this is where the fun and games come in. Steady rest. So basically it sits on the lathe, and these will support it at the neck, okay? And these wheels, these skater wheels, they'll roll with it. So basically it's just supporting it, okay? So we had fun with this yesterday trying to get it on. So just bear with me. Bear with me. This does take a little bit of a knack to get on. Right, let's try and get that plate underneath. I'm saying it's worse when you can't see what you're doing, you know? It's worse when you can't see what you're doing. Yeah, let's have a look. Where are we? Alright, once it's in place, it'll sit on the bed of the lathe. So the thing is getting the thing in place, which is the worst bit. Right. There we are, we've got it. We've got it. Hi there, buddy, welcome to my live. I was going to say, I'm a beginner wood turner. I'm going to say, and I make an awful lot of stuff on this lathe. And yeah, I was going to say, I'm not an expert, believe you me, I've made a lot of mistakes. And in fact, I'm going to move the camera, okay, so you get a bit of a better idea and understanding of what I'm doing, okay. So how's that looking? Okay, how's that looking? Is that better, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now is just undo it just a tad without dropping that plate. We're going to move it back and we're going to lock it back, okay, with this little wheel down here. Are you back, John? How you doing, buddy? We got steady rest on in one piece today. So we have one underneath, okay, to support it from bowing. Okay, we don't want that to happen. 70 likes. Thank you so much to every one of you, every single one of you. And we're going to support it with this one from underneath. Was it you yesterday, John, that actually pointed out it wasn't being supported on the other wheel? Was it somebody else? All right, so no, it's still not being supported by the other wheel. So we want them all to spin, okay? We want them all to spin. There we are, okay. When I started off, the weight of it is actually being supported by this rest, okay? It does look wonky at the moment, but it won't be wonky for long. Tighten those wheels up. In fact, no, we're going to leave the tool rest in a second. It doesn't look like it's running through at the moment. It looks very wonky, but we'll soon sort that out. And what I'm going to do before is check that chuck. Lock it. Right, that's fine. That is fine. Right, so I'm going to go back to my 3/8 ball gouge. Because like I said, I don't want to move tons and tons of material, okay? I just want to be able to square off this here, basically, because it's on a bit of a wonk. If that's a way to explain it. Give it a good turn, so I know it's going to pass quite freely. Right, okay. Okay. So I'm just going to gradually speed up and see how the steady rest is going to support it now, okay? We do need our helmet again, because safety is absolutely paramount. Paramount. I'm going to say never go on a lathe without being secure. It's going to say, because like I said, it's a machine. It can will hurt you, okay? So always look after your safety when operating anything like this, okay? It's blowing a gale here today in Wales. We've got a big storm passing. You see how we go speed-wise? Okay. What are we? 4:15. That's nothing, but we will speed up. And it's 1,000. I'd be lucky to get to 100 today, John. But we're trying. We're trying. Like I said, I am a beginner. Okay, I am a beginner. 72 likes. Thank you to so much to every one of you, every single one of you. Thank you very much. 73. Thank you very much. Thank you. It does mean a lot to me. Yeah, it's definitely running much better now, isn't it? It's not the best on camera now. It's not wonking around anymore, is it? 74. Thank you very much. We still need to take just a trim off it, basically. I want it to be completely flat. Completely flat. So we're getting over 200 subscribers, right, on one live. Is that vibrating against my tripod? Does it look like it's shaking on your end? Let's say, oh, it's gone. It's a heavy lathe. That's a heavy lathe. Let's have a look. No, we're still so close. We're so close. Speed up just a tad, because I want some really nice clean cuts, okay? I don't do many decorative items, but when I do, I enjoy making them. I do enjoy making them. isn't it? That's definitely running true now. You can always tell when it's not running true because it just tends to fluctuate, it tends to wobble. We don't want that. We don't want that. Definitely not. Definitely not. I'm going to take the tool rest out a minute, okay? So, I may need to take off the extension bar. I don't think I'm going to even get in there, am I? No, I'm not going to get in there. That's fine. I've got the extension bed, which is right today. I should have put it on prior to going live. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the extension bar out and we're going to yeah, let's see how we go basically just with the Jacob's chuck and the force and drill bit, okay? Just with them both. Just bear with me 1 second. This won't take long. I think once we get some of the way in, I think we'll be okay. We might need to go a bit shallow first and then go a bit deeper into the vase itself. So undo the Jacob's chuck 1 second. This is my friend Jacob. Sits inside the tail stop, okay? And basically what it does is it holds my forceman drill bit, and then we can start hollowing out the centre. Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you very much, Sarah. Nice to see you back in the live. I'm going to say it's, I don't know where you are today, but I hope you're not getting blown to bits. I'm going to say because it's incredibly windy out there. The dog's got absolutely blown to bits this morning walking the dog. So, yeah, wasn't a very fun walk, let's say that. $75 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Right, okay. Let's put that there. I think we've got a tendency to put things down and think, where have I put it? Yep, that's perfect. So we're going to start off on low speed. Okay, so that's definitely running through now. Okay, it's a nice. I do like it now, not sitting there like that. So, I'm going to gradually speed up. We don't need to go flat out when running a forceman drill bit, okay? We just want a steady speed. And as we go in, we lock the tailstock. And then we just gradually go in. Do a bit closer there. Do you know what? I'm being alright numpty here, you know. And the reason why I'm being a numpty is because I haven't locked that in. So, see, I do make mistakes. Alright. Well, like I said, don't copy me. I'm not an expert. It will be, Sarah. We're going to put the air cleaner on, because as you see it's smoking, it's the heat. And I put my air cleaner on, so I don't set off the smoke alarms. Because that would be a nightmare. Bit by bit by bit. See it smoking? It's just the heat from the wood and the metal. And just get a little bit closer every time. 80 likes. Thank you very, very, very much. And once we get a little bit deeper in there, we'll be able to put the extension bar back on. Let's get that really well smoke. I'm just going to come out a second. Let's just see where we are. And speed up the tally. We're up to 500 revs, okay? We've got a bit of vibration there on that tripod, haven't we? So what I'm going to do, because that's annoying me, is I'm going to put your curve there. That's better. That's better. Now you're not vibrating. Yeah, I was going to say it's not wobbling today because we've got it supported with the steady rest. And I've got it running through. It was a little bit wobbly to start with. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Jacob out a second, okay? Just for a second. And what I'm going to do, I'm doing the banjo back over, okay? Yes, it is, Robin. Definitely, mate. Definitely, mate. Always learning. Always learning. I want to make the diameter of this hole a little bit deeper, a bit more open, really, so I can get a Jacob's chuck back in there a bit deeper. Yesterday we had problems with that big vase we did, didn't we? So what I've got there is the extension bar for the forcing it now. So that'll let me get in there a lot deeper, a lot deeper. So I'm looking for a carbide, okay? So I can literally use that a little bit high. Just a tad down. Just a tad down. So there we go. What's that? Well, this, steady rest. That is going to be a vase. An oak vase. If you're new to my lives, don't forget to support the channel. It is free. It does mean an awful lot. It means an awful lot to me. And so we've gained over 1,700 subscribers in 3.5 weeks. So if you're interested in wood turning, like to see the way things are made, then I am a beginner. I'm not an expert. I am learning as I go, you know. I had one lesson, the rest I've taught myself, okay? Just to give you a bit of background. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate that, buddy. Very kind of you, mate. $85 likes, thank you so much to every single one of you. Does mean a lot to me, so I'm not just saying it. It is very heartfelt, very heartfelt. See, when you're turning vases and stuff like that, it's a totally different technique to when you're turning bowls, totally. And it is a challenge. It's a good challenge. It's a good challenge, but again, you've got to be careful. Got to be careful. Alright, let's see if we can get a bit deeper in there now. We've made a bit more room with this diameter, see? Because I want Jacob to get in there. But what I'm going to do, because we are dealing with smoke. Where is it? I put my brush down. I always put my brush down, I can never find it. There it is. I'm going to brush this off, so basically we're not dealing with too much mess. Like I said, this wood is going to get hot because I'm working against a hardwood like oak and speed and metal. So, what's that, Thomas? Oh, no problem, Tom. I was going to say, if you haven't, oh, you're from the USA. I'm from Wales, buddy. I'm from Wales in the UK, and yeah, I've been wood turning for around about 18 months, and I've made an awful lot of mistakes and stuff like that. So, so I jump on here and I just show you what I've learned over the last 18 months and how I'm improving. But if you are getting into wood turning, you say follow along, buddy. Everybody says that I've got a cool accent. I'm thinking, I think it's quite normal. Quite normal. You open the window, even though it's really, really windy. Yeah, it does, Robin. Especially with oak. Just this smoke. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really helpful. That's really helpful. Just flapping around to get rid of that smoke. That's a really good suggestion. Thank you, RG. Really appreciate that, buddy. I've got it on the belt ratio 1, which is the highest torque at the moment. So I'm only running at 151 revs. Do you think I'm going a bit slow there? Yeah, it's very true. Woodturn's incense, that's very true. Just going to speed up just a tad. 251 revs, okay? That's a really good shout, that RG. See, it's not smoking so much now. It's still smoking, but smoking. Alright, and take that out of there. Get my tool rest back. Let's get the tool rest back. And we're about there. Because I want to get back in there with the forcing a bit. We may use the extension bar soon. But I am going to take Jacob out of there because I don't trust myself next to it. It's very sharp. Very, very sharp. Hi Valvo. Welcome to the live, buddy. So my name is Dan and I'm a beginner wood turner, mate. And I'm making an awful lot of stuff on this lathe. If you want to see me improve or you want to just see how things are made, don't forget to support the channel. It does help. It helps me out tremendously. This here, this is a steady rest, mate. Keeps it from dropping. You can say because the weight of oak, it's quite heavy, it's quite dense, and it's only been supported by the chuck. I don't want it bowing. Okay, so what this does is actually support it with the wheels and gives it a bit more support from underneath. Banjo is down here, which is actually where the tool rest plugs into. This is the banjo, which sits on the bed, so you can move up and down the bed. Now here's the tool rest. What I'm actually supporting the carbide on. This is the tool rest. The tool rest sits in the banjo down here, which sits on the bed, so I can glide up and down the bed when making bowls and longer stuff. Got it? Yeah. You say banjo, tool rest, bed, tailstock, headstock. Yeah. $90 light. No, we're on 89 actually, RG. 89, buddy. So if anybody's enjoying the live, you can say you're 150 people in the room. So if you enjoy watching me make stuff on here, and you want to support me as a beginner wood turner, like I said, it is free. 90 likes! Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. We might get to 100. Who knows? $92. Go on, you lot. Thank you so much. Okay. Have we got room for the extension bar? Have we got room for that extension bar? So we're going to need it. Okay. We are going to need it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off the air cleaner a minute. It sounds like something's moving right in the back of my ear. And it's annoying. Very, very annoying. Yes, it will actually. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Don't look at something that's already in your pocket, Dan. I've got such a bad habit for doing that. I'm like, where's that thing I had? Oh, it's in my pocket. 93 likes. Thank you so much. You're all very, very kind. Thank you. And knock that, we're going to knock that Forcer out there because it's probably going to be red hot. It's going to be red hot. So, just going to tighten up the extension bar. First, we don't want nothing spinning. Right, let's get that in there. Is that hot? Oh, it's warm. It is warm. Just going to stop the lathe a second because that's hot. That is hot. That is hot. I'm just going to tighten up those little grub screws. So what it will enable me to do is get in there, get way deeper, way deeper. I should have put the extension bed on because I've just received the extension bed, so I can move this tailstock out of the way because it is rather close to the piece. Have you noticed? But thank you for all sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. Okay, it does mean a lot. I never thought 3.5 weeks ago when I set up my YouTube account, I never thought in a million years I'd ever reach 1,700 subscribers. That is incredible. Incredible. Does anybody want to go and have a look at my subscriber count? See if I've actually hit 1,700 because I was very, very close to it this morning. So, right. Here we go. Hi Akron, welcome to the live, buddy. I'm going to say 93 likes. Thank you so much. We'll see how we go. Gradually, bit by bit. We're only on 400 revs. I think that's quite comfortable. $94. Thank you so much. Smoking. Get that air cleaner back on, even though it drives me to the wall. I don't want no smoke alarm business going on today. Oh, it smells lovely in here. It smells like somebody's baking cakes, man. It really does. Down just a tad. Yeah, well damn, yeah, I know, yeah, it smells like bacon in here. I don't know if you can hear it out there, but it's blowing an absolute gale. But in here it smells like a bakery. Really good, man. Really good. Ooh, it's getting warm. Let's get some of that out there. What I'm going to bring in later, if I get a chance, is I'm going to bring in my my compressor, get in there, blow all that out. CNC, no, this is a wood lathe, NA. This is a wood lathe from Record Power. It's I turn a lot of stuff on here. If you're new to my lives, etc., mate, I'm a beginner wood turner. I had one lesson, the rest I taught myself. And yeah, as you can say, I live in mid Wales, middle of nowhere. And yeah, I turn a lot of things like fruit bowls. I turn vases, decorative pieces. Yeah, so if you're new to the channel, mate, it's only 3 weeks old. And yeah, I'm quite an engaging wood turner, so I answer questions. And yeah, and I show you my process, really. I'm not a tutor. I'm not an expert, I'm just a beginner. And the reason why I'm on YouTube and I set the account up is just to showcase and demonstrate my my progress, really. And just to show people kind of the stuff that we can do on this lathe. But no, it's all done by hand with the steady rest and the lathe and the bits and pieces that I'm working with today. Is it programmed up here at the top end over here? Let's bring you over. This is where my control panel is. So basically all I can do is emergency stop it, if anything ever crucial happens, I can speed the lathe up, I can slow it down, I can run it in forwards, which it should be, and I can also run it in reverse. We use reverse for a lot of things like sanding, etc. But that's the only thing I can do. The rest of it is done by hand tools, like these bowl gougers. Okay, we use these. Okay, we use a variety of tools. We use a skew, which is for squaring things off. We use drive sensors and live sensors. We use carbide. We use a lot of different tools. But I taught my way through the process and let people get an understanding of kind of how we do the wood turning. It is an ancient craft, but yeah, that's all I can do basically on that control panel. Speed it up, slow it down, stop it, run it in reverse and stuff. But yeah, a lot of it is done through mainly by tools, etc. But today we're making a beautiful vase out of oak, British oak, and it's very, very dense wood, and it does take a lot of work to cut it. So, but we're running about 395 revs, which is not even half speed, nowhere near. But we're just going in with the force and the drill bit, this piece here, and it's boring a hole straight through. Ah, right, okay, that's it. That's interesting. You can say I've only been wood turning 18 months. If you want to support the channel, it is free. But yeah, we're going to crack on. We're going to bore this thing out. We're not going to bore it. We're going to hollow it. And what you're seeing here is a steady supporting it. Oh, it is definitely. Stop it there 1 second, because I'm sure that was spinning then. I don't want this forcing bit to spin, okay? I don't. It's got to stay stationary, okay? What I'm trying to do is bring it back around so I can see that there's grub screws there. I'm going to retighten them. I don't want it spinning. Really don't want that spinning. I want to stay stationary. The lathe is spinning the wood. I want both of them spinning. Yeah, I didn't start on this lathe. I started on the little lathe, small little Axminster lathe, a mini lathe, and then I upgraded to this beast. Yeah, you're saying everything I turn is just something new, something different. Always challenging myself as a wood turner. 98 likes. Thank you so much, man. So much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. So what I'm going to do is lock the tailstock, get us back up to some kind of relative speed. I'm going to go in again. Do you know what keeps happening? This keeps spinning. Why is it spinning? I don't know. Shouldn't be. Should not be spinning. Yeah. Right, let me just... 100 likes. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Alright. See, safety is paramount. I double and triple check everything. Never mess around with a piece of machinery like this. It will hurt you. It will hurt you. And bring it out. Take that out. Back in. Hi Dale, welcome to the library. This will get loud 1 second, but it won't be on for long. let's just take Jacob out there 1 second. Jacob's getting hot. And what I don't want is it to smell the wood, because when wood gets warm, wow, it's warm in there. Yeah, we're definitely getting deep in there. I'm going to say much deeper. Oh, you come back, JP. Nice to see you again, buddy. Right, what about? We're so far down, I was going to say, and yeah, we're going to clean up a little bit. If anybody's new to my lives, like I said, I am not a tutor. I'm just a beginner. If you want to watch my progress as a wood turner, by all means support the channel. It is free. I'm going to say it's a brand new account. 1,700 subscribers in 3 weeks is incredible, and the amount of support I've been shown so far has been out just mind blowing. Like I said, I do make mistakes when wood turning, and because it's live, I can't hide behind a video edit and think, oh yeah, I can edit that out. No, it's all done live. Will it? I've got a candle in here somewhere. What's it, let it spin? I don't want it spinning, but bloody hell, I am deep in there. I am deep in there. Wow, I can't even hit and touch the bottom. Wow, man. But thanks for popping back, JP. Does mean a lot, mate. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much. Like, some people have been following me right from the beginning when I first started wood turning, and yeah, they've seen me make an awful lot of mistakes and things like that, and yeah, it's been really supportive, Right, what I'm looking for is that candle. You right? It's only a tea light, but it'll do, won't it? By all means, that is hot. That is hot. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I nearly picked up a tin of beeswax the other day. I knew I should have picked it up. Knew it. Get a screwdriver and jig some of this out. Take some of this wax out. But yeah, if anybody's interested in following my journey, man, it is free. Do appreciate it. And it does go a very long way. It's very heartfelt, you know. 105 likes, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what I'm trying to do is just get it on those cutting points there. Wow, that is hot. Ooh. Just get it in those cutting teeth. How long have you been wood turning, JP? Right. Ah, right, okay. Doing it. Doing it. So wax on the outside of forcing a bit actually helps. I didn't know that. I know it helps with screws. When screws have a tendency to get a bit of a pain, and we know what screws, the problems I've had with the screws, so you can tell that bit's hot. It's melting the wax as soon as it's on there. Right, that's really helpful, JP. Thank you very much, mate. Maybe a bit longer. Yeah, I took a break off my lathe for about 6 months. Yeah, just needed to walk away, because a lot of people on social media were, I wouldn't say they were demoralizing, but they weren't helping me get better. They were just telling me to quit and telling me I shouldn't be doing it and I shouldn't be on a lathe and this, that and the other. And I wanted to learn as much as possible. I really did want to learn as much as possible. And yeah, and I couldn't focus properly when everyone was being really negative. Does that make sense? And it's like with anything, learning anything, I've said it before, I just wanted to improve. And yeah, it was really hard to find the motivation to keep coming back and to keep going, really. And it was really demoralizing. So hi Emma, welcome to the live. So yeah, I took a big break off my my lathe. Needed it, definitely needed it. But now I've got support from quite a few mentors. Yeah, they've just basically helped me out endlessly. endlessly. So it's been really, really appreciated. Yeah, I was going to say, it's, I don't know what it was all about, to be honest. Everyone just wanted me to quit, and I was like, no, man, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. Right, we're definitely waxed up, okay? Let's get that back in there. Thank you for that, JP. That really helps, mate. Really does help. To play with the trolls. As my partner says, don't feed the animals. And I was just like, oh, it was so demoralising. So I was just like, oh God, how can I get through it? How can I get past it? So I got there eventually. I'm just going to use an excuse, just drip candle wax all over the bed. Alright. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start at 395, which I think is relatively okay. What I'm going to do, WD-40, man's best friend. Spray it on that bed there. Get it to glide. Get it to glide. Then I'm looking for a nice dry rag. Just to wipe it down. Yeah, trolls, man, they're everywhere. Everywhere. They're not supportive. They just make things worse. Alright, let's go. It is spinning that Forstner again. Why is it spinning the Forstner? It's actually locked, isn't it? So he wants to spin. Sorry guys and girls. What I'm going to do, actually, let me take Jacob out of there a second. We will come back to Jacob. What I want to do is clean these walls up on the inside. They're still quite thick, aren't they? So that's my next job. That is my next job. A bit low there, aren't I? Alright, 108 likes. Thank you so much to everybody who's supporting my journey. It really does mean a lot to me. It's really appreciated. Thank you. Let's speed up a tad. I don't want to go massively fast because some of those clean shots, look at that, holy war, I can't even touch the bottom. That's how far we're in there. $328 people in the room. Welcome to my life. I say I'm a beginner wood turner and I make mistakes and I do it live. See, I can't even get to the bottom of the vase. I'm about 3/4 of the way down. You know, I can't get to the bottom. I've got no gouge left. I'm only hanging on to it here. Yeah, that's way deep, man. What? No, I'll lose my gouge in there. How's it looking? 109 likes. Thank you so much, man. So much. Really do appreciate the support. It does mean an awful lot. I'll get that inside wall there. So actually motivated to bring me back. Very true, very true. 110 likes, wow. Nice one, Wolf. Right, what we're going to do, because I am relatively deep in there, I tell you. No, I can't even get to the bottom. So my gouge will just going in. It will just keep going in down there. Right. What I'm going to do, I've just had a brainstorm. Just had a brainstorm. Nope, it's not what I need. I'm going to get a smaller Forstner because I've noticed it narrows down here. So I want to try and get that in there. And that in there. Tighten those grub screws up. Nice to see you, RG. Nice for popping by. I was going to say, really appreciate it. You can say I'll probably see you in the next one. The live will be up on my channel later. Just so basically for anybody who has got things to do this weekend, I'm going to say it's yeah, I do post it so it's public. So if you want to come back and see the finished piece later, you're more than very welcome, buddy. But thank you so much for being part of my live today. Does mean a lot to me, mate. So you have a great weekend, and hopefully, yeah, I'll see you again very soon, buddy. But thanks again, mate. Thanks very much again. Does go a long way, mate. Does go a long way. 110 likes. Thank you so much. So much. Okay, mate. Glad to hear that, buddy. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we're getting way deeper in there now. Right, we are definitely going no deeper than that. Definitely not. Come back out slowly. Ooh. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? That was close. Hi, John. Nice to see you back, buddy. John, I'm going to do this afternoon. I am going to sort my compressor around and bring that in, because that would be really handy right now. Really handy. Wow, I don't know how deep I am in there, but let's have a look. Yeah, that's way deep enough, isn't it? That's way deep enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the steady rest off, because we're going to get this sanded up and get this oiled, because this live is going on forever. It's going on forever. I'm going to say we'll clean out that in a minute. There we are. Let's get that out there. Alright, get that out there as well. Right, let's get that. Get my mask back on. Yeah, it's definitely deep in there now. Way deeper. Way deeper. I'm literally down here. So I think, well, the piece is 8 1/4 inches, and I must be about nearly 7 inches deep in there already. I don't want to go any deeper than that, because I don't want to turn this into a funnel. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, yeah, this will take some flowers, all right. 100%. Definitely take some flowers. Get that air cleaner back on. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. I put this on this afternoon, the extension bed, to get that tailstock out of the way. Usually so I can have full swing around the, you know, when I do bowls. So, because when I'm coming in, I can have a full swing without the tailstock being in the way. It's my birthday next month, so my other half said, hi John Sheriff, welcome to the live. But yeah, it was an early birthday present. So,
But yeah, she bought me the extension bed off like that. And a bar. $600. Woo! Too deep. I don't know, John. I did wonder that. I'm not sure. But some people get a 1, some people get a 2. Don't know. I'm actually not sure. Which is quite interesting. If you know, mate. How do I not get splinters? Make sure it's smooth. Yeah, that will be. Right, let's go again. This is the 120. You like the shape? Tapers out and then tapers back in and then back out with that flared foot. Just to practice, see how I get on with it. 118 likes, thank you so much to everybody, thank you very much. Does mean a lot to me, man, so really do appreciate that. Nice shape, isn't it? It's mad because I only set the account up like 3 weeks ago, and I don't know, people want to see me make a mistake or something. Try not to. I get a lot of love on YouTube, really supportive. Other woodturners, carpenters, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, on 100 and what? I can see it, but it's over there. I think my thing at the moment is 200, but I don't think I'm going to beat that. No way. That was very lucky. That's 120. Okay, we can hit that with 240. 240 at the minute. There it is. Stand the fan. No, not at all, John. It's good to chat, mate. It's good to chat. I like a bit of banter, mate. I like a bit of banter. It's good for the algorithm anyway, whatever that is, mate. Whatever that is. If anybody wants to watch me progress as a woodturner, get better at it, don't forget to support the channel. It does mean an awful lot to me, okay? The likes, the comments, the subscribers, anybody who wants to support the channel and see me improve and get better. I've been doing this less than 2 years. One lesson, the rest I taught myself. So yeah, and I make all sorts of stuff. I did this one the other day. Big fruit bowl which Dave's got his eyes on. Big bowl of ash, okay? I like making big fruit bowls. When we turn ash, you turn oak. So we don't just do what we don't just do decorative stuff. We do practical stuff as well. Spalted ash, okay? 10 inches long, 4 inches high. Thank you, John, mate. Definitely, buddy. So yeah, I make a lot of stuff. And I make a lot of mess. And I make a lot of mess. Yeah, make lots of stuff, John. I was on a live last week and the bowl came flying off the lathe. Which one? Hold on a second. This one is spalted ash, British ash, and it's got really beautiful characteristics. It's got some spalting going on, but again, it's a pretty big fruit bowl. One of the bigger pieces I've done. But yeah, you can imagine that was on there, and that one's made of oak, mate. British oak, same as this. You can always tell with ash. It's got these flowing grains, these patterns, you know. Cereal bowl. Yeah, it's a nice bowl, isn't it? I was going to say, nice little bowl. Woo, don't drop it. Right. We are definitely in there now. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this right down. We're going to get a nice finish on it. It is going to shine. It's going to glow now, okay? 122 likes. Thank you to every single one of you. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. Really do. 123. Do I sound like an auctioneer? 122, 123. Right, this is tung oil, is what I'm using here. It's one of my favourite finishes to use because it's got a beautiful shine to it. And like I said, it's food safe, but it's not like I'm going to put any food in here, is it? See that glow coming out already? Thank you, Haydar. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate you being in the live, mate. I'm gonna try and get better at wood turning. Some people want to see me progress. Some people want to see me make a mistake. And some people just generally are interested in watching me make stuff. Like I said, I'm just going to improve as a wood turner. Just improve bit by bit. And yeah, I'll make mistakes, you know, it will be live. It's how I overcome those mistakes and how what I learn from it. So but it's got beautiful coats on there now. It will take 3 coats, okay? You'll have a coat today, coat tomorrow, coat the day after, and then just let it sit and let it do its thing. It cures in 12 hours, so wow, it's very deep in there, dude. So, but I'm going to show you now what it looks like. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start it off again. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a dry rag, so because I don't want it feeling tacky, you know, I want to take it off. So, I think I've got a bit too much oil on there. It's insane. All of my hands. All of my hands. Right. A dry rag. Speed it up. Head shield just in case. So you can see it's running true now. It's not wobbling around. There's no steady rest there to support it. But it's just running nice and true on its own. Oh, thank you very much, John. Really appreciate that, buddy. Really do appreciate that. So if you're subscribing, man, I was going to say it means an awful lot. I've hit nearly 1,700 subscribers in 3 weeks, which is nuts. I never ever thought I'd even hit 50. Yeah, I just want to improve as a wood turner, you know. I do live in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like I can just get in the car and drive and go and get another lesson. I can go and get another lesson, but it's about 2.5 hours one way just to get out of this
mid Wales village I'm in, okay? And say it's I am quite a distance away from everything, so but I am surrounded by nature, by lots of woodlands, forests, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, subscribing does mean a lot. It really does. Yeah, 3 weeks, mate. 3 weeks. I'm nearly. I'm just under 3,000 watch hours in 3 weeks. So yeah, it means an awful lot. It does mean an awful lot. I know some people take years to go and get where I am, but I'm just this genuine, humble guy, and I'm not trying to better anybody else, or I don't want to see anybody kind of do worse than me. I just want us all to grow and watch me grow, and take it from there. Really, I'm not in any competition with anybody. I'm in competition with myself. If that makes sense. So, all right, you ready to see this? Tenor will come off. I'm going, and it'll sit on that base. Tomorrow, mate. I'm back on tomorrow. Do you like it? It's a piece of oak. It's a piece of oak. Wait there. 1 second. I've got an idea. I'll be looking for that in a minute. Right, wait there. 1 second. I've got an idea. You ready? You ready? The stem's quite long, so ta-da! There you go. Hi Aisha, welcome to the live. What time? Time's it here? Don't know. Hopefully it's not 3 o'clock yet, because I've got log delivery on the way. These are my missus' flowers, okay, so shh. You didn't see me do that. There you go. There we are, nice, beautiful piece of oak. A purposeful wood, exactly, so it tapers out, and it basically slims in and tapers back out again, so we've got that nice form, that shape, and once I take the tenon off, it'll just sit on that base, okay? But thank you so much to every single one of you who've liked, who've commented, who've subscribed, to everybody who's joined and supported my journey so far on YouTube. My account is very, very new, and let me turn off that cleaner. My account is very, very, very new, and yeah, and I'm absolutely stoked and over the moon that everybody's wanted to support my journey and see me improve. Like I said, I am not an expert. I am not a tutor. I am just a beginner wood turner. I make lots of mistakes. I even often make them live. And some of the things I've done on here where bowls have gone flying, I've got screws stuck. Yeah, I've had bowls which have decided that they're not running properly true, and I've made tons of mistakes. And every piece I put on the lathe, it's always taught me something different. It's always taught me something new. And a lot of people have kind of jumped on and wanted to support me and see how I go, really. But I'm going to be at polo with my dad. I'm 10 years old. Oh, happy game of polo, John. I was going to say, and yeah, I enjoy the game of polo. Enjoyed the game of polo. But yeah, it's been exactly Haydar. That's exactly the reason why I'm on. It's just to show my progress. Like I said, I don't want people to copy me because I do make mistakes. And but yeah, it's just a learning curve. Like with anything, we learn, we grow, we improve. And this is one of the reasons why I jumped on, just to try and share my experience, and yeah, try and get better at this. You know, I mean, I never understood wood turning until I saw somebody else do it, and I thought, wow, that looks cool. I want to learn. I want to learn. So I had one lesson. The rest I taught myself. Okay. I am following my dreams, John. I'm definitely following my dreams. I'm going to say it's like I said, I haven't chosen the easiest craft to master, but again, it is a challenge. I do enjoy the challenge, and every day is a school day on the lathe. Every day is a school day, and I learn so much from bowls, platters, that kind of stuff. And but thank you for everybody who's joined the live today. Anybody who's subscribed, thank you so much. 126 likes. 126 likes. Thank you so much to everybody who's supporting the channel, okay? And hopefully I will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow, and I will be putting that extension bed on. We will be getting the compressor set up in here, and we will be doing some epoxy work, etc. in the very near future, because my pressure pot has arrived. So if you'd like to see me improve, get better, that kind of thing, you say you know what to do that YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe, cheer the algorithm up for me, whatever that is, and hopefully I shall see you back tomorrow on the next one. But thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe. God bless. And I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care, YouTube. Take care, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and YouTubers, woodturners. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.